Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Megaman 4. I am the Wolf. In our last video, we took on the final robot masters created by Dr. Cossack here, and now we're ready to tackle his stages, so let's get on with it. Don't you just love the lightning effect of this old game? Now, you can decide for yourself whether I'm serious or not. But I do love those turrets on Dr. Cossack's place and the whole sort of Russian-esque feel of it. I mean, he's supposed to be Russian if you hadn't guessed. And it's probably, you know, a little racist in a way because, I mean, it was the 80s, and this is probably what the world typically thought of for Russians, even though, you know, it might not be the case. Unfortunately, I don't know many Russians, so I do want to get to know some. I also kind of want to learn Russian. I mean, I know a few words in Russian, and I can read some of the language and sort of understand what it says, but, you know, I never took a class or anything like that at school. I took German, though. Now, in this first board, you want to be very careful with Megaman because, a lot of these places, like that first part and the part that's about to come up, they're just, like, ready to have you slip and slide all over the place, and if you're not careful, when you pause, you're going to start moving onwards and whatnot. And so, my best suggestion that if you ever want to play this, jumping is your friend, you know? Try not to walk too much, do jumping to get you around, because you can control the jumps a lot better, make them as short or as long as you have to, you know? And, I mean, it's particularly good advice in this little section because of all these, I don't know what these enemies are, but all of them that are popping out of that hole there that are just ready to hit you and have you fall down. And you might have seen me start to slide there a bit, and that's sort of what I'm talking about with this area. You know, it's very deadly and dangerous, so just, you know, might want to do that instead of the other. And I'm going to use Rush Jet here because there is one more gap to jump over, and I'll just let him. Maybe if I do it that way, he'll go. Okay, there's that gap right there with an enemy, and I just didn't want to be hit by him on my jump down, even though, you know, you can jump down there without having to use Rush Jet, but, you know, it barely wastes any Rush Jet energy that I'm just like, you know, I might as well if it's gonna make my life easier there. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, for all the trouble there, and for all that I lose of Rush Jet, I mean, it doesn't matter. Especially since you can also come up here and refill it. I mean, you gotta refill Rush Coil, but since Rush Coil's pretty much refilled, oh shoot. Okay, and there we go. I just timed that completely wrong was all, but, you know, I'll be able to get past in a second. Just jump up there after that guy goes. But, yeah. So, I don't care if I use Rush Jet there because, you know, it's going to save me a life in the in the long run, and it's not like I'm going to be sore or something later on. It's not like at the beginning of that one Mega Man 2 level where you have to have like full level on your little jet propelled tool thing to get you across. Which, if any of you watched my Mega Man 2 Let's Play, the Doc Wily stages, you'll know what I'm talking about. And now, you see, what I do there, that's where you want to try and jump, because they're up and they're out of the way. You won't get hit by them. That guy's fairly easy to take on right there, because of how far away he is. Usually the jumpers are much closer, whatever you call those things, and a lot more annoying. You want to try and take them down quickly. And now we come across our first enemy in the Dr. Cossack stages, this moth-looking robot thing. Not exactly sure of its name. All that I know is he's pretty easy overall, generally. But when trying to practice some before, I know that I had more issues with this robot boss thing than I usually do, but it's mostly that I was mistiming my jumps there to hit him. But you see, right there, I only got hit in the battle once, so I mean, he's actually a really easy boss to take down, and he only took 2 chunks out of the floor, which, you know, that means I did a pretty good job that time. Usually, for me, he takes like 3 or 4 chunks out of the floor before I get him down, even though, you know, I'm not hit during that time. Usually, it's just I mistime my shooting my arm cannon at him. Now we're ready to take on the second stage of the Dr. Cossack levels. And we start off seeing this whole 2-path thing in this stage. You can take either path. I'm not gonna say one's easier than the other. I mean, some people might think the other path's easier than the one that I chose. I normally think that path with that chomper thing's easier, because that chomper thing's easy to dodge. And I felt like I wasn't gonna make that jump. That's why some do that. I think the path with the chomper is easier to dodge than, say, the one with the top, like, objects there. It's just, I think, I don't know exactly why I think it is, but probably because, you know, I have to jump across at the right time not to get hit by the, top, like, object, whereas the chomper thing, I just have to climb at the right time. And now we're come across these little, spike type things. My best suggestion for you is jump when they're blinking. When they start to blink, that's when you want to jump across, like I did timing-wise there, so you don't get hit by the spikes, especially in the second one, because they're off just each by like a minuscule amount of time, such a minuscule amount of time that it's annoying too if you jump at the wrong time. But so that's my best suggestion for you guys if you ever want to play. And oh, okay, that does give me rush coil there. I wasn't sure at first. At first I thought it was a little too close to have it be effective, and maybe if I come over here... Ah, crap. Crap. Let me jump. Yeah, I can avoid it that way. There we go. Don't really know how well I'm going to do that jump at the moment, so I'm just gonna pull out Rush Jet again. I mean, as I said, I'm barely using any of his power at the moment, and I can always refill it if I have to. Ooh, sorry about that. Something just caught my throat right then. Not exactly what you probably want to hear, though, when you're tuning into a Let's Play or something. You're like, la la la, I'm listening to this fool ramble on about a game, but, you know, he's kind of interesting or something, and all of a sudden, ew, what's that noise? You're disgusting, you know. And it's nothing against anyone that I listen to or anyone, so... if you're listening to this, my apologies if you feel that I'm making fun of you. I'm seriously not. Anyway, now for probably the hardest boss in the Dr. Cossack stages. Definitely my least favorite boss of any of them in a Mega Man game so far that I've actually completed. The only one that Mega Man game out of the... Well, there are two Mega Man games I haven't completed yet that I know of from the original series, and that's Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9. I'm still working on Mega Man 9, and I've never really played Mega Man 8. I mean, I've played it a little, but not enough to, like, get past the game or anything out. Really, I need to get it at some point is what it is. I mean, I have a PlayStation that I could play it on, so it's not like I couldn't play it if I didn't want to. Okay, and Mega Man 9 I've been playing on the Wii, but I was having a hard time in, like, the first board of the Doc Wily stages or something, I think it was. I mean, I kind of know what to do, but it's just gonna take some time practicing is all that it is for me there. But, you know, they're fun games, and despite what I said, I have beaten Mega Man 7 before. I remember playing Mega Man 7 through once and actually beating it. It's just, you know, I'm not really accustomed to that game or anything, so I'm not even sure if I'll do an LP of Mega Man 7, because I'm not sure, like, how good the commentary would be compared to these games, which I've played through on numerous occasions. I mean, I probably go through these games, like, once a year and start playing them for nostalgia's sake, and so it's like, oh yeah, oh awesome, I remember that guy, or that guy's so annoying, I hate him, like this guy right here. This is basically, I don't know, I just don't like him because the whole thing, and I better use an energy tank now. Crap, not what I was expecting to happen. There we go. Okay. You know, I've just... part of the sliding, part of it's the whole, his weapon there is harder to dodge for me than I think most things, and, usually I do have to use an energy tank against this guy. If not one, two sometimes, and I'm just trying to avoid having used too many energy tanks against him. I mean, I want to try and have enough for later bosses, but part of what makes this guy annoying then is, like you saw there, in order to try and keep me down to just one energy tank, I can only get one shot off of him or something most times, just to keep from being hit, and so, you know, it all deals with that whole thing there, because I'm trying to take this guy down slowly without getting hurt, which, you know, might be why I also use an energy tank most times, because I get annoyed with having to just sit there and wait and be like, oh, come on, where's my shot time, and all that stuff. And let's see, yeah, I got him. Thought I might be able to there. One thing that I don't like about that boss is, you know, he doesn't have a set thing for speed. I mean, you can sort of tell that he slows down, and if you play the game enough, you get accustomed to what speed is the slowest, what speed's medium, what speed's the fastest, and that gives you a clue of when to slide, and you really do want to slide underneath. Don't try to jump through him, and don't try to jump until that last time when you have to jump into him and hit his thing. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop this video here for now, and I'll catch you all next time on Let's Play Mega Man 4. And I'm going to just come up here and save state for us. Have a good day.